guys, TinaGale here, and I am back with a process video. So this is one of my layouts that I did for the load challenge, layout a day. This one I actually think was day 21 maybe. It was right before the final week, so I was starting to slow down and looking for some really easy ways to scrap. So you can see this is a really quick video because this is another one. I'm not cutting anything out, so you guys are seeing the entire process. I have sped it up to at least double, and I may speed it up just a little bit more. It just depends because it's a really simple layout. I was using a sketch from Scrapbook Generation, so that made it easy. They gave me all of the dimensions for my background papers, so all I had to do was decide which ones I wanted to use. So I have two different layouts that I did from this snow day. So we've only had one that was of any amount of snow. So these are the pictures that my kids took from their house, and so I'm scrapbooking it, and then I'll do another layout that's from the front door of my house. And I just have the one a little bit larger, and then the one that they took towards the left that kind of shows their vehicle or one of their vehicles and how much is kind of covered, and then what's on the driveway as well. So you can see that it's not a lot, but it is a little bit. You can see on their little bench that, we got a couple of inches, but every time that it's supposed to snow, we are supposed to have all of this really bad stuff, and they did not get as much as we did. But it's a rare occasion, so it's one that deserves a page in the scrapbook album. So this layout, this sketch, just has the full background piece, which I like to use patterned papers, and then it has a matted block in the center. So the block is probably 10 inches, maybe 10.5 inches, and I matted it on the blue cardstock. So this collection is Cartabella Snow Much Fun. It's a gorgeous collection. It was in the scrap room kit, so I've got to play with it, and I still have some left over, so I'm just really enjoying it. I love the colors in it, and of course Cartabella, you just can't match their paper. So on the sketch, it had some banners off to the left-hand side as well. And so I had this one that had all the snowflakes, and I loved the little plaid design. And then you'll see here, this is one of the branding strips, and it just has a narrow piece. And I like to cut those up and make banners out of those as well. So I wanted a little bit of a thin strip. So that's where I'm cutting that out. And then I cut this one out of the dark, and you're going to end up seeing that I don't use them. I think I might use them on the next layout because I just stuck them back in with the paper and stuff. But this is a great idea. If you're doing a lot of banners and you're doing different sizes, don't overlook those branding strips. I'm telling you guys, the people that throw those away, you're missing out. But I found there's a banner on the sticker sheet that says snow, and I wanted to use it. So with all the other ones that were little short ones, it didn't look right. So I just used the snowflake one, the plaid, and then the really thin snowflake paper in the light blue. So those three are the only ones that make it. You can see here I'm still cutting away. I'm thinking I'm going to do all of these banners just because I love doing banners. I like doing big thick ones and then overlapping with like 3 different sizes. So you saw that little snow banner come in. I just looked over and saw it and thought, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I'm going to stop cutting. And seeing my glue gun mess up, or my glue gun mess up, reminds me I went through 3 full rolls of ATG tape during February during the load event. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't more than that. And my one that I'm using right now is almost empty, so really almost used 4 rolls of ATG tape on those layouts for 29 days. So not only did I make a huge dent in my stash, I made a huge dent in my ATG tape as well, and I'm going to have to reorder, I think. So here's where I've decided just to do the 3 strips of paper, and then I'm going to put those 2 photos on. And I had this paper here that had just the little trees, and I wanted to put something out to the left-hand side and kind of make a L design, but I didn't like it going all the way to the outside edge. I felt like it was just kind of cutting off that top left quadrant of the layout from everything else. So I push it up underneath and I just let it sit there for a little bit. I had this tag. It's one of the chipboard tags from the chipboard sticker sheet that says crisp, cool, snowy winter. And I knew I wanted to kind of stick it up there. So I'm just letting that live for a little bit to make sure that I'm going to be happy with it. And it does stay just like that. So here's where I've went ahead and stuck the snow banner on. And I do go, after I finish filming and stuff, I do take it to my sewing machine and I sew across those banners. And I just take it on into the plaid paper. I don't go all the way past the plaid paper, but I go onto the plaid paper. And that just really gives it some added texture and dimension as well. So the rest of this is just going to be taking stickers from the sticker sheet. And I do add a few little enamel dots at the end as well. But I'm just going around, same thing that I always do. I'm looking for things that I can repeat. So I had these little snowflake stickers, and some of them were on a circle and some were just cut out snowflakes. So I used the two that are cut out on the top with the banner, and I go ahead and put the other one down below with the chipboard. And then I wanted one over here, but I kept kind of moving it around. I couldn't quite decide if I liked that tree or not. I mean, it resembles the snowflake, but it's not the snowflake. But it does bring that dark blue that's in the banner and the snowflake sticker off to the left. So it does go ahead and make it. And then I found these little mittens, and I loved those. And I wanted to get a little bit of light blue over here to this side on this cluster embellishment. So it makes it two. And then right at the end, I find one more little cutout snowflake sticker on the sticker sheet. So I stick it with that little cluster, and that finishes it off so that it looks really nice. And I have that little word label that says Wonderland or Wonderland. And then I add these little pine cone stickers down here. And I saw this snowman. I really wanted to get it on the page, so I just kind of stick it right here. And then I'm going to find another sticker. So I actually find a bigger snowflake sticker and swap it out for these pine cones and put the pine cones over by the snowman. So that pretty much finishes it, other than a few enamel dots. And there was a dark blue little chipboard circle that came out of the tag. And so I just stuck it up on that right cluster just to have another little thing. It just looks like a enamel dot. So you don't see them, but you'll see them in the finished layout. So I'm going to give you some close-ups here, and then I put the finished layout in. So that was one more layout done for load. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back. I have the other half that I did from our house that I'll be sharing a process video on it, and then that's going to be all the process videos that I filmed while I did load. It was just too chaotic. I just needed to concentrate on scrapbooking. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will be back with another process video. Be sure to check out the kit that I just made, and I'll be working with it this month as well. So have a great day, be scrappy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.